Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Joining me today from the Better Business Bureau here in Wisconsin is my friend Tiffany Schultz. Tiffany, welcome back to the show. How are you doing this holiday season?
I'm great. Thanks for having me today.
Is there a hint there that we're going to be talking about something in the holidays? Yes, we are. We're going to be talking about how to donate wisely on Giving Tuesday. First off, thanks to anybody who ever has donated. This has become pretty awesome. I mean, just overall. But you got to be a little bit careful because you're BBB. That's what you do. So what should we think about when we're getting into the Giving Tuesday time and wrapping our head around what we're going to do?
Giving Tuesday falls in the 5-day Thanksgiving weekend holiday shopping tradition. It's a newer initiative the last several years, and last year donors gave $3.1 billion worldwide to charities across the globe, and that number is up from $3 billion the year before. So lots of generosity over the Thanksgiving weekend. And
24-hour period, too, it says here. In 24 hours, billion.
24 hours.
It's incredible.
And it's worldwide.
Yeah.
So we're very generous during the holiday season, but before you give, we want you to give with your head, not necessarily your heart.
Darn right. So let's get into it. Tips for donating on Giving Tuesday. First one you say is watch out for name similarities. Oh man, this one makes me so mad.
When you're giving to an organization, you want to make sure that you're giving to the official charity. Mm-hmm. There are scammers who will imposter a legitimate charity, and they'll make the name sound very familiar. The site looks like it's the legitimate site, but maybe it has a spelling error, grammatical error. So before you give, make sure that you're giving through the legitimate site and not a scam site.
I feel like do your homework is going to come up in this like 10 times, but review the website carefully. Kind of plays into this as well. Things should stand out for you, and you have some key tips here to what to look for.
Look for spelling and grammatical errors. If there's spelling and grammatical errors, you should make your donation elsewhere because you're likely on a scam site. You also want to look for tax information. Usually a nonprofit, a charity site will give you tax information so you can make that tax deduction at the end of the year. If it's an online giving portal where you can make a donation online, you should look for the lock symbol in the web address bar along with HTTPS. That S is going to stand for a secure site. So take a look at the site. If something looks off, it probably is, and you want to give your donation through another means.
Absolutely. You don't want to get caught off guard, and that leads us into our next one is avoid the on-the-spot donation decisions.
It's great if you want to give on Giving Tuesday, but keep in mind that any charity is going to appreciate your donation at any point throughout the year, not necessarily on Giving Tuesday. So take your time, research the charity, make sure you're giving it to the right place. You don't want to make an error and end up giving it to a scammer. You want to make sure that you have checked out the charity in its full review. You can also do that on give.org. You can check out charities too as part of the homework process. So really do your homework. Don't feel like you need to give on Giving Tuesday. Give throughout the year, and the charity will appreciate your donation tomorrow as much as they will today.
But what about those real cool emotional appeals? Like right now's the time, Tiffany. Like we need it now.
Don't buy into those emotional appeals. They want you to give now, but any charity is going to happily accept your donation whenever you can give it.
I think you could repeat that 10 times in this segment, and that still, it just has to stand out to you. But there's a very cool thing, something that I think BBB stands out for, and it's give.org. What is give.org?
Give.org is BBB's charity handle, so you can check out charities on give.org. The accredited charities meet BBB's 20 standards for charity accountability, and those charities have been vetted by the BBB.
Yeah, which is super important. Like when you're looking and deciding where you want to do that, you want to make sure that it's getting to the right people and that the organizations are trustworthy on how they use those funds beyond just the decision that you make. Research as well on the tax side of things. Not everybody has a tax exempt piece to that. What does that mean?
If you ask for tax deduction information and the charity is vague or they don't want to give you the answer, that should be a red flag that something is wrong. You want to find out if your charity donation is tax deductible. Most of them are, but some of them are not. So make sure that you know what the tax standards are and if you can or cannot deduct.
All right, if people want to donate, learn more, be safe, be ready, where can they find more information?
You can head on over to bbb.org for these tips, or you can visit give.org to check out those accredited charities who will help make your Giving Tuesday easy.
Again, I started off with saying thank you to everybody who donates to whatever. I say it again, thank you, but be cautious and be ready, and thank you for your help.
Thanks for having me today.